A very warm welcome to part 4 of the special mapping series for the preliminary exam 2025. Our first entry for this part takes us to Kenya, the Kitum cave of Kenya. Why was it in the news? Because this famous tourist site must visit according to Kenya, right? According to WHO, this cave located in Kenya's Mount Elgon National Park is reportedly the point of origin for Ebola and the Marburg viruses. And this Marburg virus, it has been termed as an epidemic prone, right? This cave can become source to the next epidemic. Now, why did this cave become so prone to all of these epidemics? Why? Because this cave contains a particular amount of salt, and animals like to eat that salt, and elephants feeding on that salt have constantly deepened this cave. There is a lot of excreta and a lot of darkness which has allowed bats to colonize this cave, and it is due to these bats they have become the carriers of viruses of both Ebola and Marburg. Now, Marburg virus is deadlier because it has a very high transmission rate among human beings, and it can be transmitted directly via contact or exchange of bodily fluids, right? Transmission rates and symptoms of Marburg make it extremely dangerous. But as of now, it is confined in this cave. Therefore, unless and until someone eats the bat from this area or it is transported from this area, it is contained. But WHO has said that yes, it is an epidemic level threat from this cave. So Kitum cave becomes important. Must visit, according to Kenya. On a lighter note, our next entry takes us to the next center of World War III. We are all aware that the next set of fighting in our wars is going to take place around Iran. Therefore, it becomes important to understand the geographical features in and around Iran. I have made this boundary of Iran over here. First, let's understand the entries within Iran. To the north of Iran lies the Elburz Mountains. Towards its western border lies Zagros. Interior of Iran lies the plateau of Iran. There are two main deserts in Iran, Dasht-e-Kavir, Dasht-e-Lut. Dasht-e-Lut recorded the hottest temperatures on earth, almost 70 degrees Celsius. Southern part along the coast is called Makran, right? Iran's capital at present is Tehran. They are planning to move their capital to Makran. Makran coast is important because India's port Chabahar lies over here, adjacent to the Chinese port Gwadar in Pakistan. The bordering countries of Iran anti-clockwise are Turkmenistan, Azerbaijan, Armenia, Turkey, Iraq, and to the south it is bordered by water bodies. Likewise to the north, Caspian Sea, Persian Gulf, Strait of Hormuz, Gulf of Oman. Why are these important? Because like Ukraine was in the news because of the wars, the question asked by UPSC was the neighboring countries. Therefore, that is how UPSC identifies places in news. We did discuss all the Arctic, Panama and all. They were in the news, very important. Likewise is Iran. Therefore, these are the countries that share a border with Iran, and these are the main geographical features within Iran as well. Right? Moreover, Iran itself was in the news because when we talk about origin of human beings, the modern human beings on earth, we are all aware that they migrated out of Africa. But recently, a very important research was published, and it has proven that once that big section of people migrated out of Africa, they first colonized the Persian plateau, right? And this is the area where that migration actually reached. Most of the people which spread out of Africa around 70,000 years ago made their base in Iran, in the Persian plateau. Therefore, they share their roots to the earliest civilizations, right? Therefore, it was in the news because of this research as well. Now, next we come to Himachal Pradesh again. The Gepang Ghat glacial lake was in the news. There are many glacial lakes that are building and expanding in India, right? We'll talk about them, all of them right now. But many glacial lakes are building up. Most of them are growing. But the Gepang Ghat glacial lake of Himachal Pradesh shows an increase of 178%. Right from 1989 till 2022, it has been observed that the dimensions of this lake, they have increased by 178%. It lies in the Indus River basin. Right, all of these are the maps of the different lakes, and all of these represent the intensity at which they are increasing. Right, simple black dot are glacial lakes, more than 10 hectares in dimension. The yellow dots, they have expanded more than twice. Pink ones, they have expanded between 1.5 to 2 times, and the blue ones have expanded more than up to 1.5 times. So you can see more than 600 lakes have expanded to more than 2 times, which is a cause of concern. And this entire area is the seismic zone 5. All of these glacial lakes by themselves can cause glacial lake outburst floods. And once the Great Himalayan earthquake will be triggered in Uttarakhand, all of them will lead to flooding 100%. Let's talk about these lakes in general as well. As per this research, there was a very detailed document in the PIB, therefore it is very important, right? Long-term satellite imagery covering the catchment areas of Himalayas from 1984 till 2023 indicates that out of 2,400 larger than 10 hectares glacial lakes, 670 have notably expanded, especially 130 of them located within India, right? And these lakes, out of these lakes, 130 lakes, 65 are in the Indus basin, 7 are in the Ganga basin, and 58 in the Brahmaputra basin respectively. We have already analyzed this data in the map, and the lake which showed the maximum growth is the Gepang Ghat lake of Himachal, right? Glacial lakes are primarily categorized according to their position with respect to the glacier. The 4 main categories are moraine dammed lake, if it is bound by moraine, either terminal moraine dammed lake or lateral moraine dammed lake. Second one is ice dammed lake. Towards the end, there is a cluster of ice which is blocking that water. The third one is erosion, right? There has been some erosion, and behind that material accumulated, water has been dammed. And besides all of these, any other type, other glacial lakes, right? Although majority of them are glacial dammed lakes, more than 300 of them, right? Our next entry takes us to Indonesia. Mount Ruang on the North Sulawesi island of Indonesia. It erupted in April 2024, right? Now this area is very important. Mount Ruang erupted in 2024. We are all aware that Semeru volcano had already erupted by then. In this entire area, Nusantara was also in the news. Again, Nusantara has been talked about in detail in last year's mapping series. I'll just make a small reference to it. Jakarta is sinking due to land subsidence, extraction of groundwater. Therefore, Indonesia is shifting its capital to Nusantara, which is in the East Kalimantan province of Borneo Island. 3 countries share territory over here. Now, since Sulawesi is in the news due to Ruang, Borneo due to Nusantara, Semeru as well, the Makassar Strait becomes important. The Makassar Strait connects the Celebes Sea to the Java Sea. And since the Makassar Strait becomes important, the Wallace Line becomes important. What is the Wallace Line? Now, over here we have a deep water body and we have very powerful ocean currents. And the ocean currents are so powerful that even aquatic life is not able to cross this boundary. The Wallace Line, it acts as a barrier. It is literally a physical barrier which marks a boundary between Asian species and Australian ones. Even birds tend to not cross this boundary due to availability of food. It is physically difficult for fish to cross this boundary, and it has been observed that this natural border, no species is going to cross this, right? Natural borders are called frontiers, right? Therefore, all of this area becomes very important. This is all for part 4 of the mapping series for 2024. Stay tuned for further parts. Thank you.